Hey everybody, today we're up to round 12 of the 2024 general election presidential spinner battle. Last time, Cornel West again took his first loss, so he's going to join Jill Stein with being possibly eliminated if they take a second loss. Chase Oliver has yet to take a loss. Kennedy has taken a loss, but he got it wiped out. But West and Stein have also had previous losses wiped out, so we don't know what's going to happen, but we're about to find out. Let's get into the action and see what the spinner has in store. Let's do Alaska first. As always, here comes spin number 1. That is 4, and that is going to go to Jill Stein, Green Party candidate. Here comes Hawaii, 4 electoral votes. Number 2, we've got RFK Jr. with his first state. Let's go to the Evergreen State, 12 votes here in Washington. And number 1, Chase Oliver, Libertarian, with his first state. Next, South, it's the Beaver State. We've got 8 EVs, and that's going to be 2 in a row for Chase Oliver. Let's do California, 54 votes. Somebody's going to have a pretty big cushion, and that is going to be Jill Stein, number 4. If her or West finishes in first place, we're going to wipe away that loss. So Stein, looking good so far. Let's go to the Silver State, Nevada. 6 votes coming to Jill Stein again, number 4. Let's do Idaho. We've got another 4 EVs, and we've got Cornel West with his first state. He's going to get 4. Next, Utah. We've got 6 more here. And that's a 2, and that's going to go to Kennedy. How about Arizona? 11 votes. Number 2 again. That's going to go to Kennedy. Now we've got Montana. Here comes the spin. Number 1. Chase Oliver. How about Wyoming? Somebody's going to pick up 3 more. And that's going to be RFK Jr., number 2. Here comes Colorado. 10 votes on the table. Cornel West, number 3. He's got him. How about Land of Enchantment? 5 votes. And New Mexico is coming to Jill Stein. North Dakota, that's next. 3 votes, number 3, Cornel West. And we've got another Dakota to do, and that's going to be South Dakota. It's going to go to Jill Stein, number 4. How about Nebraska at large? We've got 2 votes coming to Jill Stein, and number 4. Here comes Nebraska's first. RFK Jr., number 2. Here's Nebraska's second. And that's, again, number 2 for Kennedy. And we're going to close out Nebraska in the 3rd. It's going to be Chase Oliver getting a piece of the Cornhusker State. Let's go south to Kansas. There's 6 votes waiting to be snagged. And they're going to be snagged by Jill Stein. How about Oklahoma? There's lucky 7. And those are going to Chase Oliver, number 1. Next, it's Texas. It's a ton of votes, 40. Here's the spin. Cornel West, number 3. He just more than doubled his total. Now we go to where all the lakes are. That's going to be Minnesota. They've got 10,000, and they've also got 10 electoral votes. And we're going to give those to Cornel West. He's going 2 in a row. How about Iowa? 6 votes at stake. Cornel West, 3 in a row. How about Missouri? Ken West, go 4 in a row. No, that's going to go to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. How about Arkansas, the natural state? 6 votes coming to Chase Oliver, number 1. Louisiana is next. 8 votes in the Gulf, and Chase Oliver gonna claim it. Now we do Wisconsin. We've got another 10 here. And these 10 are coming to Jill Stein. She's going to get 10 more. And she's in a battle here with West for that top spot. Next, it's Illinois, 19 votes. Good chunk. Coming to Kennedy, number 2. Next, it's Michigan, the Wolverine State. 15 votes. Number 1, that's Chase Oliver. South, Indiana, they've got 11. The spinner says number 1, another one for Chase Oliver. He's actually closing in on that top spot as well. How about Kentucky? We've got 8. And these 8 are coming to number 4, Jill Stein. How about Tennessee? 11 more votes here in the volunteer state. And it's going back to Chase Oliver, number 1. Oliver now in second place. Let's do Mississippi. 6 more votes. Kennedy, number 2, picking up 6 more. Next, it's the Yellowhammer State. That's Alabama. We've got 9. And that one is also coming to Kennedy, number 2. And that takes us down to Florida, the Sunshine State. And so far, the spinner is spreading out the love. Not a lot of votes separating the top and the bottom. This could be a turning point. So let's spin for the third largest state. We've got number 3, Cornell West. And West now over 100 and takes first place away from Stein. Let's do Georgia, 16 votes. Also Oliver's home state. But it's going to go to Kennedy, number 2. How about South Carolina? The Palmetto State has 9 EVs, and they're going to go to Chase Oliver, number 1. Again, very little separation between first and last place. Let's do North Carolina, the Tar Heel State. 16. And that's number 1. Chase Oliver has just taken first place away from Cornell West. And right now, Kennedy is on the bottom with 86. Let's jump up to Ohio. Let's spin for the Buckeye State. 17 votes. And that is going to Kennedy, number 2. So Kennedy now tied for second place. Stein on the bottom. Very intense battle here as we head toward the East Coast. Let's do West Virginia. We've got 4 votes here in the Mountain State. Who wants them? Cornell West, number 3. Now let's go to the Pine Tree State in the northeast corner, Maine. At large has 2 votes. That was a big spin, and that's number 4, Jill Stein. Next, Maine's 1st Congressional District. Number 1, Chase Oliver. He's got 1 more. Now we'll finish out Maine in the 2nd Congressional District. And that's also going to go to Chase Oliver, number 1. Now let's do New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes in the Granite State. Number 3, it's going to be Cornell West. West in first place by 1 vote. Next door, Vermont, 3 votes. Here's the spin. Right over the line for number 2. That's going to be RFK Jr. Now we've got a big state, New York, 28 votes. And it's not going to get much more even than this. Right now, Stein is on the bottom. West is in first by 1. Everybody is still in the hunt for first and also in danger of finishing on the bottom. A ton of suspense. Let's do the spin. Here comes NY. And that is number 3. Cornell West is going to pick up 28 more. And now he has a little bit of a cushion. Now we go next door to Massachusetts. Jill Stein's home state. Here's the spin. Chase Oliver, number 1. Next, Connecticut, we've got Lucky 7. And the spinner has number 4, that is going to Jill Stein. She's over 100. Now she's tied for the bottom with Kennedy. Let's do Rhode Island. 4 votes in the Ocean State. It's another one for Stein. And now Kennedy is on the bottom. Let's do New Jersey. We've got 14 votes here. And that is number 2. Kennedy fights back. He claims the Garden State. Stein back on the bottom. Next is Delaware. We've got 3 votes in the first state. And that is going to Jill Stein, number 4. Maryland is next, 10 votes. Here's the spin. Kennedy, number 2. He's going to claim it. That takes us to D.C., 3 electoral votes. And the capital is coming to number 2, RFK Jr. So now we've got 2 spins left. First is going to be PA. And we've still got a lot of questions to answer. Cornell West is in first place, but Kennedy only trails by 6. And Stein is on the bottom, but she only trails by 8. Looks like it's going to come down to the last spin, but let's do Pennsylvania. Here it is. 19 votes coming to Cornell West, number 3, and that's going to clinch the top spot for West. So he's going to be starting clean in the next round. But we've still got to figure out who's going to finish in last. We've got Virginia. That's the very last spin. If it's not a 4, Jill Stein is going to be eliminated. If it is a 4, Chase Oliver is going to be taking his first loss. Here comes the final spin. And we've got number 2. That is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He gets Virginia, and the winner is Cornell West with 158. He's done it again. We're going to take that X away in the next round. Second place, RFK Jr. with 146. Third is Chase Oliver with 121. But on the bottom, we've got Jill Stein with 113. She had a good performance. She won the first state. She won California, but she cooled off just a little bit once we got to the East Coast. So Stein is going to take her second loss, and she's not going to make it to round 13. And that means we're going to be down to 3, and it's all evened up in the next round. And the spinner kept us in suspense this time, coming down to the final couple of spins. No disappointing performances this time. Everybody with at least 113. It was an entertaining round. We've got a great looking map. Everything looking really spread out. This was a fun one, so let me know in the comments. Are you sad to see Jill Stein taking her second loss? Which of these 3 do you think is going to go all the way? Let me know down below. On your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.